Money amplifies character. Money reveals who people are, especially for men. A man who is broke has no options. A man who is broke would date the woman who is available. But when a man gets money, he will go for the woman that he truly desires. So as a woman, if you choose to build with a man, understand that you are building with a man who may not have options because his economic resources are limited. The day a man gets money, you will see who he is. Money gives men options because money is a key indicator for how men are judged by society. The more money a man has, the more access he will have to various calibers of women. So don't be the woman that builds a man at her own detriment. I am not saying do not date a man with potential. If you choose to date and marry a man with potential, do not neglect your own potential. Do not neglect yourself. Build and invest in yourself. As a woman, always remember, you don't have control over the choices that a man will make, but you have control over your thought process and the decisions that you will make. Always put yourself first and choose yourself, because when push comes to shove, men will always choose themselves. Men have a track record of being selfish. A man does not care that you sacrificed 10 years of your life to build him. The day he arrives and he has access to money, he will leave you and go for the woman that he desires. I have said this before. Maturity is acknowledging that our mothers made sacrifices and loved our fathers and were committed to our fathers when our fathers did not truly deserve the sacrifices and the love of our mothers. We can love our fathers, but at the end of the day, we can also acknowledge that our fathers are men, and men are consistent in the way they treat women. So dear women, learn from the women in your family. Learn from the things they have gone through because of men, and do not repeat the same cycle or the same patterns. Always remember, a poor man or a broke man is not a good man. A broke man is not a good man. He simply does not have the resources to display who he is. So when you choose to build with a man as a woman, always remember, there's a version of that man that you are yet to experience. There is a version of that man that you do not know. So always make sure you bank on yourself. Invest in yourself. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental health. Take care of your emotional health. Do not invest all your emotions in a man. Oh, my man, my man. As for me, my man is my everything. My sister, the fastest way for you to be embarrassed, disgraced, and humiliated will always be through a man, because men are consistent in the way they treat women. Men will choose themselves. It does not matter what you did and what you sacrificed. When push comes to shove, a man will choose himself and choose his happiness. A judge in Ghana just ruled in a divorce case indicating that marriage is not an investment. And if there is anything we can take from that ruling, is the fact that choose yourself, invest in yourself, and build yourself as a woman. Finally, there are some sacrifices that you will make for a man, and you will never recover from that sacrifice. There are some sacrifices that you will make for a man, and you will never recover from that sacrifice, and that will be a painful story you will have to live with. So dear women, if you have to sacrifice anything for a man, ask yourself, is this something I can live with if things don't work out? Because there are some sacrifices you will make for a man, and that sacrifice you can never recover from, and that will be the most painful thing you would have to live with for the rest of your life. My name is Dr. Zita. Once again, I have been vindicated. A word to the wise is enough. If you're not following, guess what? Hit the follow button